join us from Research Stadium in Corvallis, Oregon. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Oregon State Beavers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. And the Beavers headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. From inside the 10, here he comes. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. The Red Raiders offense will have the football first. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David, and we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college.
There he goes. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Running inside, it's Williams. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to run for it. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense, sir. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And the Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So Oregon State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Motion from the wideout. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's the pressure. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Beavers decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Williams. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
The give is to Williams. And he's dragged down.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Shakes off the defender. Man, there were some collisions in there before he was finally stopped about a yard short. It'll be 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Going to the run. It's Sticky.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
To throw, it's Murphy. Grabbed in the middle, it's Nolan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Not the start the offense wanted. They punted on the opening drive, and now they're in a 4th down situation in their own end of the field. And what are you going to do if you're the coach now? I know you want to be aggressive and you want to stay on the field. You want to try to kickstart this offense, but this is a very dangerous place early in the game to gamble. I can't wait to see what his decision is.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Pulls it, fired complete. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The run inside. It's Dickey. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a 1st down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 1st downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a 1st down on every single play they run.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
And the Red Raiders line it up with a 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Williams. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 48, set to kick it away.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Back to throw, it's Murphy. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Trying play action. Finds his man. It's Hampton. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Murphy. Under fire. And down he goes.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires on the move. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Beavers will send out the punt unit. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. RPO complete to open the drive. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And that last completion was a bit of a Pyrrhic victory. It made 3rd down even longer. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a 3rd down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
Caught over the middle. It's Carter. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Dickey. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Got a man in the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Using his legs, it's Dickey. Quick spin on the run. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Wiggles free. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Hey, 3rd down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, 4th down coming.
The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Hatcher. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll go right back to him. Finds a hole, and he'll pick up 6 out to the 8-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Moves away as he feels pressure. Finds a crease at the 20. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Off play action on 1st down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard, and now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this 1st half closes out.
And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. A designed run for the quarterback. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the Stix.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
He's got him in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pocket breaking down. Running to his left. Going to try to get it himself. He's knocked down short gain. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know, if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
He's looking deep. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
That makes the score. Texas Tech 14, Oregon State 7. Number 12, set to advance on the phone.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass, it's Hammond. Fires to the right. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Makes the catch. It's Simmons. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to go right back downfield. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Eakin. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they are 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
On the run, it's Hatcher. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Hatcher. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
Looking downfield, it's Murphy. The quick out. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
The Beavers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run inside. It's Hatcher. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Hatcher. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Pressure coming. And the pass is incomplete. Charged loose by the hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Running inside. It's Hatcher. Makes it past the marker. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And I think this is the part of the field where your alert should go up. Like, the radar should go up. These touch passes, like, to get to the perimeter. You've got the middle really secure with bigger bodies and more people in the box. So, nice job by this defense, seeing the ball spit out wide to a playmaker, being ready for it, and getting him on the ground.
Quick release by the QB. Could not make his way to the corner.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Murphy. The throw. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Finding maybe a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Four wide receivers spread out on 2nd and 6. Caught behind the line. It's Simmons. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And the Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Got a man. It's Simmons. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. On target. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got it looking for a first. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Number 8 with the grab.
Lining up for the PAT. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
Number 48 set to kick it off.
Looking for blockers. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. A quick pass to the left. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hatcher. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Rushes on him. Makes the catch. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
That last completion is still leaving them with a 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field, and they're about to make this a...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They'll make the stop, but he gets enough to keep the drive moving on 4th down. A crucial conversion for this offense.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
The Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've been running it, but now the pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. But nice job using his hands, using some power to shrink that pocket and get the sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the Stix. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They're doing everything they can to erase this deficit, and they convert another 4th down.
This defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They've had him in 2 4th down situations, and they just can't make a play when it matters most.
Back to throw, it's Murphy. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Back to pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Unleashes one. He's got an open man. Turning it on. Touchdown, Beavers! He got a step and just dusted the field.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart.
14. Number 20, set to kick this one away.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28.
1st and 10.
To the air, it's Hammond. He's going to take off. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Good job running that route to get past the Stix because he got nothing after the catch.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Quickly to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
He'll pull it down. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the second and short.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hatcher. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on him, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Back to pass, it's Murphy. Fires to the big fella. The Beavers using their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Hatcher. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
The Beavers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Timeout is called, and that will be the second charge to Oregon State. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll try to do it himself. And he makes it past the first down marker, hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks.
And you could hear the collective sigh from the crowd and the excitement scrambling for that first down. Big 4th down conversion, but this offense has still got to put the gas pedal down and keep going fast.
And the Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. The snap sets up to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Oregon State will use its final timeout here.
Oregon State.
And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Got it. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
And he's got it. Late touchdown here, but it would take a miracle of Lazarus-like proportions to come back now.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. 16 seconds left, and to pull off the comeback, they'll have to get the onside kick.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.